off to St Andrews. A new angle this morning. New camera angle. Test this. Let's see if it'll work. And if you won't fall over, maybe. But first we need to go to petrol. So let's go to petrol. Yeah, that never worked then. Here we go. So, take two. We're off to St Andrews. Now I get petrol in the car. I have now got the tyre pressure checked because we're going a long journey. And I thought I'd better check it. So, let's go to St Andrews. Let's see if the weather picks up. I need to get the heating on though. It is so cold today. It's 5 degrees. Doesn't feel like it. It is freezing cold. Today, I'm going to try and talk to you a little bit about music. The problem with music and YouTube and Facebook and all other social media is that you really need to be careful with what you put on, or it could be classed as a copyright infringement. So, what you might hear in the background, if I put it on, mix it in, is some of my own music that I own copyright for, because I might as well try and promote it a wee bit. Yeah, so we're going to be talking about music, the kind of music that I like, the kind of music that I play, and people that are interested in getting into a band. I'll speak a little bit about that, speak about the different bands that I've been in over the years. First band I ever played in, I was about 15 and still at high school. And on a Friday afternoon we were allowed to do sort of vocational modules, not within the normal curriculum, and part of that was a kind of making music module that you could do a couple of times, and we were playing things like Lenny Kravitz, Mr. Cab Driver. That was one of the first songs I ever remember playing. The Wonder Stuff, Golden Green. Golden Green was one of the first songs I ever played guitar on, and it's basically I was taught one chord to play over the top of it, and that's exactly what I done. But my main role in the band was actually playing keyboards. Now I think that happened by default because I think I had got a Casio keyboard for my Christmas at one point, and so I had this keyboard, but I couldn't really play. I couldn't really play guitar. I grew up in a house full of people that sang at Christmas and parties and stuff, so people were always singing in the house. My mum loved singing. I remember my mum getting a karaoke machine before anybody else had a karaoke machine, and basically that was almost like a kind of amplifier with a microphone, and it had a tape cassette deck thing on the top of it, and it came with these really bad karaoke tracks at the time. You could change the left and right fader on it for the stereo fader, so that you could have it with or without lyrics, without a vocal track. And so that's one of my earliest memories of sort of singing in the house, especially with a microphone. So when I started playing in a band at the age of 15, I was taking this amplifier karaoke machine along with me, and we were using that as our sort of local PA system, and we were playing in people's garages. Now, one particular person I remember, Stephanie Carr, that I went to school with, and Stephanie's parents were kind enough to let us set up a drum kit and guitar amplifiers and everything else in their garage. They had a big double garage. But I remember we stupidly started it in a kind of winter time, or maybe early spring or something, and I remember us having to use hot water bottles to try and keep our hands warm and things when we were trying to play these instruments. And the first band actually had 8 members in it, with 8 people, and it was made up of a drummer, that was Gary McDonald, who continued to be the drummer in the band I was in for many, many years. That first band, we had, I think a guy called Ali Watt was playing bass at the time, maybe. With John McManus on guitar, and he was mainly the vocalist as well. We keyboard players. I was one keyboard player, and Gareth Brown was another keyboard player. And neither of us really could play anything apart from a bit of Depeche Mode and whatever else we were kind of listening to, and on our Walkmans at the time, whatever band we were into at the time. Stephanie played clarinet, I remember that. We had a backing vocalist, which is Sharon, which is my wife now. That was when we met. She was actually going out with my friend Gareth at the time. Yeah, so we had quite a large band. None of us could really play. We'd never really played in a band before, but we just jammed out some tracks. We needed so many people in the band because none of us could really play anything, and we just sort of stumbled along. And then the band kind of changed a few times. Someone had told me that I should start singing, and John McManus left and went to another band. He had his really long hair at the time, and he just looked like a kind of indie rock person at the time anyway, so it just suited this other band better, whereas I was trying to mould this band into sort of modern jazz funk type of thing, and I think that's where the clarinet and stuff came in, and it just never really worked. At that point it felt as if you were playing Wembley Stadium, but really it was an assembly hall, and if we went back and looked at it now it would probably be tiny. But it was really good fun, and that's where you kind of cut your teeth of playing music and playing in front of people and getting booed off stage or getting cheered for playing a song that they recognised or whatever. So after leaving school the band changed again, and that's when a couple of my other friends started playing the band as well, with John Burns playing bass. John will have you believe that he played bass for Travis at one point when they were Glass Onion. He didn't, that's a lie. But he did play bass for the Kennedys. The band changed its name to the Kennedys when Gary Neal joined. But Gary and I are still great friends now, and we were friends with another band called Smaller Than Jesus, that consisted of another one of my long-term friends now, Fraser Kyle. He was a guitarist. Fraser still plays guitar. He's one of the best guitarists that I've ever heard play. Great writer as well, actually. I worked with him a few times, but he just very reluctant about playing live. So great. Actually a really good singer as well. Great backing vocals. Brilliant guitarist. Really natural. Not like a kind of classically trained or anything, but he just naturally knows how to play great guitar. I'd love to be able to get him to play live more often. It's just a nervous thing, but he's a fantastic player. So then the Kennedys then went on again and changed to the sort of final lineup that we had, which consisted of myself. Gary McDonald was still the drummer. He was the original drummer from that original garage band that we had, with the Hot Water Bottles playing Texas and Kevin McDermott covers. So Gary was always the drummer. But then by that point we had Alan Divers playing guitar, and we got a new bass player called Gareth Dunn. A couple of keyboard players that would sort of help us out, between Graham and Grant, and we also had Cameron played the saxophone as well, and the person I've actually forgotten about, who was one of the main songwriters and sort of changed the way that we approached a lot of our songs, and that was Michael Docherty. And Michael played guitar and did a lot of backing vocals, did some lead vocals as well. We've got a couple of songs in particular that I'll play, and they've got kind of lovely counter melodies on them. Institute's probably one of my favourites still, because the sort of counter melodies and things that are in that. This Day was a fantastic song as well. There's a lot of kind of counter melodies happening in that.
I'm weak from life and I'm weak from words, and I would try, but it only hurts to turn around and see what I have given. I had to run.
And again, Michael's just quite a shy, retiring person that doesn't really understand the amazing talent that he has. It was at the 20th anniversary of our album that we released independently, called Sport for All, available on Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, Amazon Music, all good outlets. I think there's some really excellent writing on it, and it's 20 years old, but it's actually 21 years old.
This day's been long coming, the day that you find love, with your pockets full and with a letter from your mom. You make it fine on your own. Tired and our hearts were broken. All we had were the words we spoken, but we've said it all now, so I guess we're free. And I feel strongest in my dreams, and when I'm waking up it seems. So I turn my face
and then at that point, things kind of changed for me slightly, because Sharon and I were in a relationship at that point, and we found out that we were having a baby, and that's my eldest daughter, Katie. I was actually a dad the second time round. We had Emily in 1997, so we had 2 young kids, and I couldn't really spend a lot of time going out and gigging original material and trying to make it in the music business. By that point, I was just trying to get a good paying job, so I couldn't really afford to continue doing this original music that was never really wasn't making any money really. I was then moving jobs. I got a job with a company called Scottish Legal Life, and I was sitting one day chatting to this guy who worked in the IT department, and I thought, I know your face, and I don't know why I know your face. Something came up about music, and I was saying about me singing or playing in a band at one point, and he said to me, maybe that's how I know you. And I said, well, that's funny, I thought I knew you. And he says, yeah, I'm a guitarist. He said, I played in a couple of bands as well. And he told me the name of the bands, but I'd never heard of them, to be honest, and I'd never seen them. But it wasn't until I told him the name of the band that I was in that he said, I do know you. He says, I'm friends with Davey Moffat and Michael. Now, Michael was the guitarist and singer in the band, Michael Docherty. And so we got talking in work, and he was talking about he now went on to do social clubs and weddings and those kind of party type band. And they've been doing social clubs all over Scotland. But the singer was about to move away, I think, and move to Germany. And Brian said to me, would you like to sing in this band? He says, we've got quite a few gigs and quite a few regular things. And at the time I remember thinking, nah, that's not for me. Singing cover versions. And he was very, very kind with his words, and he said, I remember you singing, you're a great singer. Seriously, I'd really like you to do this. How about we have a wee rehearsal, go through some songs, show you how it's done, and we can see what happens. There was just some songs that I just couldn't believe that I was going to have to be singing. And I've told this story for many, many years now, but I think the worst one that he ever got me singing, and I didn't believe him at the time, but he said, it doesn't matter, it'll fill the floor. People will be up dancing to this no matter what. You need to sing it. And it was Gina G, Ooh Ah, Just a Little Bit. I'm wanting to do cool songs that I liked, and he's saying, Brian was he'd already done it for a while, and he's saying, we're not doing these songs for our pleasure, we're doing them for the people that are paying, and it's a job, so you've kind of just got to bite the bullet and do the songs that are going to work for the kind of party audience. And I had a real problem with that, and anybody that's trying to get into a party band or a wedding band or whatever, you can't be too precious about what you're doing. You really can't. You've just got to do the pop tunes that everybody knows, that everybody wants to sing along to and dance along to, and you can't be too overly precious about it. And I'm still a little bit like that. You've got to, sometimes you just got to bite your tongue, sing the song and just do it because you're getting paid to do it. But it can be quite difficult, especially for stubborn people like me. Never been great with lyrics. One thing I'm terrible at actually is remembering lyrics. Even songs that I've sang for years and years, I still struggle to remember the lyrics when I get nervous. I started singing covers and making a bit of money. And at the time the money was actually pretty good and it really helped us financially. And then fast forward a few years later, there was a couple of different changes to that two-piece band, and I played in another two-piece band with another friend, Scythe, who's a great bass player and a great guitarist and a great singer as well. And we were doing some weddings and started working with a higher band by that point. As a two-piece band, you weren't getting that many gigs. There were a lot of the bigger bands were always the ones that would get most of the gigs because we're like a full live band. We were still using tracks, live guitar, live vocals, but it was still backing tracks we were using for the music, for the drums and the bass and the keys. So we didn't get as many gigs as other bands. So Scythe had got an opportunity to play bass in a band called The Right Side. And he spoke to me and said, "Are you okay with me taking this job?" And I was thrilled for him. I thought it was a fantastic opportunity, and he was able to go and get gigs pretty much on a regular basis every week. And as fate would have it, at the same time, Hire a Band put out an advert for a vocalist. And I hadn't really, by that point, I was approaching 40. I was coming up for my 40th birthday. The advert went on Facebook at the time, from Hire a Band to send a working band with plenty of gigs. They were looking for a vocalist to help them out. And I thought, well, even if I did it for a while to sort of help them out and almost be like a vocal debt for them until they found someone permanently, so I figured I was going to be too old for them. Then I'll go along and I'll speak to them and see if I can help the guys out for a bit. Went along for an audition and met the guys and girls in Groove Culture. The next morning I got a message from them saying we'd love it if you would actually like to join the band. And at the time they had a showcase coming up for Hire a Band, and that would be the first time I ever played with them. And then in December we hit our first Creef Hydro Christmas party nights, and at that point it was a lot smaller production, still quite a big thing, but it was a lot smaller in terms of what we had, lighting and whatever else. And it went back to that, the first gigs of playing in high school and thinking you were playing Wembley Stadium, and suddenly there I was playing to 400 people per night for 15 nights or whatever, and they were so up for the party. Quite a lot of them quite drunk, but everybody wanted to sing and dance and it's back to that whole Gina G, ooh, I just a little bit. We've never done that, but those types of songs where people just want to sing and dance, and it's one of the best feelings in the world, and it's a really great social thing as well. As far back as Gary McDonald being the very first drummer that I ever played with. Gary and I are still friends. As recent as playing in Groove Culture and Gordon Maraid's wedding was just last year. Larry and Lauren, Larry's the drummer, he's getting married this year. Sharon and I are going to their wedding. We're all in a group chat together still. It's it's a great social thing. We're all great friends, and that's one of the main things that I've loved about playing music for years, is that the friendships and the laughs you have, the stories you've got to tell, some of the characters you meet at weddings. It's a hard job though. Don't let anybody have you believe that it's easy money. It is really not easy money. It's a lot of work, a lot of lifting, a lot of rehearsing, a lot of learning new things. People think you turn up on a Saturday night, play for 3 hours and you're getting all this money. When you add in the rehearsal time, when you add in the amount of expenditure you've got for new gear and travelling, new cables and new leads, new power adapters, all these things are, they're regular consumable items. But then you've got things like PA and lighting and running a van, or it's so expensive. So don't think that when you're booking a band and they turn around and give you a price at almost £2,000 for a night, you think, oh my god, can't believe they're charging that for a wedding. They're actually charging that because they're trying to make a night's wage from that, but they're also trying to pay for all the things that are going in the background. So just be mindful of that if you're ever booking a band. It might seem expensive, but actually, for what you're getting, especially for like a 6-piece band as well, you're getting all those 6 people there playing to the best of their ability, making your night. And the amount of couples that said to us after it, we are so glad we booked you, because you've made such a difference to our day. Everybody's talking about it, everybody's had such a great night. And it's not just about turning up and playing music, it's about turning up, playing music, getting everybody involved, making sure that the audience were fully included in the day, getting them to sing along, getting them to do dodgy dance-offs, and adding to their day more than just playing music. A DJ could turn up and play music, but that's not what we've done. We turned up and we put on a big, huge performance every single gig. When you book a band, you're paying for so much more than just music. So now I've retired. I've retired from Groove Culture. So Groove Culture now have a replacement singer. That's Graham. He used to actually do a lot of drumming for us as a dev drummer. So Graham's now the vocalist, and I wish him all the luck in the world. He's doing a fantastic job. He's taking the reins over from me, and as much as I miss it, I know that the band's in safe hands with him. So all the best for him. I'm now looking to still play music, but I don't really know what I'm going to do. My whole family are great singers. Sharon and all 3 daughters are great singers. But Mara has this, I suppose she's more of a desire than the other 2 to actually be on a stage and sing. From such a young age, I remember what she wanted to be when she grew up. I think she still has this dream, but she's always wanted to be Minnie Mouse at Disneyland or Disney World. She has the ability and the drive to get on a stage. I'd love her to try and get into a band. I'd really like to find a band that she could sing in. So that's why I'm thinking about putting a band together myself and doing a little bit of work with it. I really would like her to actually get the opportunity to be singing in a band, because I think she's fantastic. We wrap this up. What I'm saying is, if you want to get into music, it's not as difficult as you would think. If you really want to do it and you've got a little bit of talent, just go and try and find a band. Facebook and everything's fantastic for things like that now. So many groups of musicians wanted or musicians available. Join one of those, have a chat with people, get a sense of community, try and find people that you can actually get on with, get a friendship going. So no matter what you need to get on, you need to be able to like the people that you're working with. And don't get me wrong, even although you love the people you're working with, you might have arguments and fallouts, things like that happen all the time, but you just have to dust yourself off and apologise if you're in the wrong, or sometimes you don't get an apology if they're in the wrong. It doesn't matter, just on with. And that's what friendship kind of has to endure sometimes. So just go and enjoy it and play music and enjoy the audience and enjoy money if you make it. It's nice to have an audience that loves what you're doing when you're performing, and it's nice to be paid for it. So if you can do both, you're doing it right. So best of luck with that.